Hello and welcome to another episode of MMOFTW here on MMORPG.com. I'm your host, Bill Murphy, and this is the week that was at MMO News. First up is some fantastic news for folks who have long been awaiting the release of Black Desert Online in North America and Europe in the English language. That's right, it's headed to us finally on March 3rd of 2016, and players have until February 26th to buy the pre-order packages, which get you into the early release part of the game. And if you buy a Conqueror or Explorer package, you also are guaranteed access in the upcoming closed beta, the second and final closed beta, which begins on February 18th and ends on February 22nd. Otherwise, you have to hold out hopes that you'll get one of the free keys that'll be distributed, or you can register for the beta and hope that you are given one by Dom Communications themselves. For all that information and more, be sure to head over to MMORPG.com or the Black Desert Online website. And speaking of launch dates and things like that, the Elder Scrolls Online team this week has been really highlighting all of the stuff that's coming in the Thieves Guild DLC, which will land on the PC and Mac on March 7th, and the Xbox One on March 22nd, and the PlayStation 4 on March 23rd. A whole bunch of new stuff is hitting the game with the Thieves Guild, not the least of which is a brand new, several hours long storyline set of missions all focused on the Thieves Guild, a whole new zone just like we saw in Orsinium, and a whole bunch of new skills that are going to be centered around burgling and thievery and all that good stuff. You can head on over to the Elder Scrolls Online website, or if you boot up your Elder Scrolls Online launcher, you can download the PTS and check out the content for yourself. And yet with more launches, what MMOFTW would be complete without talking about a brand new MMO coming to Steam. That's right, WildStar Online is coming to Steam in the first half of 2016. But not only that, this week we were privy to a whole bunch of new information on the final incarnation of Drop 7, I think it's Drop 7, which is called Arctera, a whole new continent on Nexus. A whole bunch of new dungeons are heading to the game. I don't think they call them dungeons, they might just call them instances. There's a new raid coming, changes to salvaging, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So if you head over to MMORPG.com and go to the WildStar page, you'll be able to see all the cool stuff that Garrett Fuller reported on when he saw all the new content in New York just a couple weeks ago. And more launch news, because this is good. It's nice to have AAA MMOs to look forward to. BlessSources.com, which is a very popular English language Bless fan site, is reporting that Neowiz is confirming that it is in final negotiations to bring Bless, that's a tongue twister, bring Bless Online to North America and Europe, though no indication has been given when the game will begin its testing phase in the West. There are unconfirmed rumors that Dom will be publishing both Black Desert and Bless in the West, but those, again, take those with a grain of salt. We'll have to see exactly who lands the rights to Bless and hope that it's a nice port when it makes it all the way over here to North America and Europe. And last but not least, some great news for fans of the original Darkfall Online. As you may remember, there were two independent companies vying for control of the original license for Darkfall. This is not Unholy Wars. This is the original Darkfall that came out several years ago, I think 2009. Uber Games has announced, that's one of the two, that the final negotiations have been completed with Aventurine and that the company has secured licensing for Darkfall Online. They're currently at work on its iteration of the game called Darkfall New Dawn. From their posting. So what now? Well, last week we talked about medium to long-term time frames. Today we'll talk about the short-term next steps. First, they're going to audit and analyze the code base and make a few modifications. They expect that this phase to last from a few weeks to a couple of months. We'll be thorough as we don't want to take any chances, and we'll keep the community posted weekly as usual. We will open our store and announce a server opening date only once we are certain that we have a working product to sell. You can already read up on our business model. There will be 3 weeks long public stress test phase. There will be free and open to all. This stress test will be free and open to all, and we want to collect as many metrics as possible and catch server issues before New Dawn becomes a paying product. Its purpose is to also let players experience the game again as soon as possible. You can read all of that over at darkfallnewdawn.com. MMOFTW.com. Sign up for information as it comes, and if you have long been awaiting the return to this game, congratulations, it looks like it's finally coming to you. Now, if only we could get that for a few more canceled MMOs. Anybody want Auto Assault? Because I really do. Earth and Beyond would be great too, Tabula Rasa, all those would be fantastic. Someone make it happen. Oh, and let's not forget City of Heroes. Of course, I won't hold my breath on that one. Thanks, guys, for watching this week. As always, you can follow us on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, all that good stuff at MMORPG.com without the dot. You can follow me on Twitter at TheBillMurphy. Remember, don't let a bad pug get you down. Oh, and go Broncos.
Make sure to level up your MMO knowledge by visiting MMORPG.com, subscribing to our YouTube channel, and by following us on social media. To catch up on the week's biggest MMO news, watch our latest MMOFTW. And to see if there's a better MMO out there for you, watch one of our latest First Impressions videos. Thanks for watching.